right, let's come right to the mat in a standing forward fold. All right, take a couple deep breaths. Welcome to our 10-minute slow burn today. You do want to make sure your breath stays nice and long and strong. So go ahead and breathe deeply. You might like to pedal out the legs a little bit while we're here. Just take a moment, come to the mat. Let's take our inhale to lift up halfway. You can gaze forward and exhale, fold, and we're going to step the left knee down and back. Inhale, lift up through the arms, and exhale, cactus the arms, shining the heart. On your inhale, you can lift the arms and lift the back knee as well. You might be able to stay low in that front leg for a lunge. Engage your bandhas, that is our pelvic floor and lower belly. Exhale, bring the hands down, and we're just going to step right into our warrior three. So you can keep the left foot lifted, left leg lifted. You might like to take your hands to your heart or any other variation of your warrior three today. Try to stay long through the spine and exhale right into a one-legged forward fold, aka standing splits. So let your head be heavy. Try to keep that foot lifted. You might like to take a hold of your right ankle with one or maybe both hands, getting a little balance challenge. You want to try to keep both hips hugging inward. All right, exhale, release your foot. Inhale, halfway. Maybe you want to take your arms to a T this time. Squeeze your shoulder blades, draw that lower belly in. Breathe. And exhale back into your fold. And this time we're just going to step the right knee down and back. Anjaneyasana, inhale, lift up through the arms. Exhale, cactus the arms, letting the hips sink. Inhale, arms lift, and you can just lift the back knee off the earth here. So again, maybe you want to stay low through that front thigh. Try to keep the knee directly over the ankle so it's not going to bow inward. And you might be able to have the upper arms in line with the ears. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? This is your practice. Exhale, we'll bring the hands down and you can lift into your warrior three. So try to keep the left hip hugging in towards the midline. Hands can be wherever you want them to be. Do try to stay long through the back of the neck here. You can even press into that left big toe to help with your balance. Exhale, hands down, crown of the head reaches towards the earth. We're trying to reach the back foot up towards the sky. And again, maybe you can grab your standing ankle with one, maybe both hands. This might be a balance challenge on one side or the other, or both. But our efforts are what are important today. All right, and let's bring both feet back down. And you can go ahead and kind of wiggle it out. Turn your toes out, knees out, and we're going to drop it down into your yoga squat. So hands can be at the heart center. Try to stay lifted up through the heart. Thighs wrap outward. You might be able to lift up onto your toes here. And we're going to try to lift all the way up to standing, keeping the heels lifted if that's available. And exhale, Samastiti, hands to the heart center. All right, go ahead and turn your toes forward. Inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive back into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze goes forward. Exhale, step back into your plank pose. We're going to roll right onto the right hand for a side plank. You can lift the left arm up. Try to keep the hips lifted. You might want to add the left foot as well. Breathe, try not to sink into that supporting shoulder. We're encouraging our strength. Exhale, we're just going to roll right through center, all the way onto the other side, side plank, Vasisthasana. And again, you might want to lift your right foot. Try to stay long through the back of the neck. You could gaze to the side. Maybe you're going to gaze up. Our breath remains nice and long. Exhale, come back through center, shift forward and lower halfway down. Inhale, back up to the top of our push-up, and exhale halfway or all the way down. Inhale, up dog, and exhale into your downward facing dog. Press the hips up and back. Maybe you want to pedal it out a little, and find a version that works for your neck. Lower belly still engaged. And we'll take an inhale to lift the right leg up and back. You can stack the hip. Exhale, step forward, and we're going to prepare right for our warrior two. So do line up your front heel and the back arch. You can sink it down. We're trying to get the shoulders over the hips. We're trying to wrap both thighs outward away from the midline. So just sink it down as much as you need to maybe feel that front thigh. Exhale, take hold of the hands or the forearms behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, take a bow. So you can maybe bring your torso to the front thigh, or you might be able to drop to the inside of the right thigh. Now let's take an inhale just to lift up a little bit onto the fingertips. We're going to come off of the back heel. We're going to try to take the airplane arms. So try to get your right shoulder under the right thigh. I know it's a little bit hard to see here. So we're just going to try to stay low, engaging through the core. Just a couple breaths. And then we're going to exhale, hands down, step back to the top of your push-up, lower down, halfway down. Inhale, up dog or cobra, and exhale to our down dog. So we're just going to take the other side. Inhale, left leg rises, and we exhale, step it forward. Again, get on your tightrope, imaginary tightrope. Sweep your arms to a T, settling in, Virabhadrasana, be on this side. Your soft gaze can be off of your middle left finger. Getting your alignment, feeling nice and strong. And exhale, take a hold of the hands or the forearms behind the back. Inhale, lift it up. And exhale, bow forward. We're going to try to stay nice and relaxed through the back of the neck here. Your head can be a bowling ball. Hands might come together. And we'll drop the hands down. Turn onto the ball of your back foot, and here we go for our airplane arms. So we're just going to try to keep the hips low. That'll make it a little bit easier to sneak the left arm under the left thigh. All right, breathe. Try to keep the left knee pulling inward towards the spine. Exhale, we'll drop the hands down. Okay, so you can take a vinyasa here if you like. We'll meet up in our downward facing dog. encourage some length through the spine. You might let the head drop. And then we'll exhale down through our table pose. You might like to move around a little bit like a marauding bear. And we're gonna come to a seat. So you might cross your ankles and roll over, however works for you. All right. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste.